Here are the most recent deaths in the news. As reported by todaytheyleft.com, in the first week of February 2026, you can visit todaytheyleft.com to read full obituaries for most of the people featured in this video and to leave your condolences on their legacy pages. Shirley Raines, 1967-2026. Activist and nonprofit founder Shirley Raines died on January 27, 2026, in Nevada at the age of 58. She was the founder and CEO of Beauty to the Streets, a nonprofit dedicated to serving people experiencing homelessness by providing food, hygiene supplies, haircuts, hair coloring, and mobile showers. Shirley Raines is being remembered for restoring dignity, compassion, and humanity to those most in need. Alexis Ortega. Voice actor Alexis Ortega died on January 26, 2026, at the age of 38. He was best known for providing the Spanish language voice of Spider-Man in several Marvel films, including Spider-Man, Homecoming, and Avengers: Infinity War. Ortega is also remembered for his work on Spanish dubs of films such as Big Hero 6 and Star Wars: Rogue One. Catherine O'Hara, 1954-2026. Actress and comedian. Catherine O'Hara died on January 30, 2026, at her home in Los Angeles after a brief illness. She was 71 years old. After rising to fame on SCTV, she went on to star in beloved projects including Beetlejuice, Home Alone, Best in Show, and Schitt's Creek. She is especially remembered for her Emmy-winning performance as Moira, Rose on Schitt's Creek. Demond Wilson, 1946-2026. Actor Demond Wilson died on January 30, 2026, at his home in Palm Springs, California, from complications of prostate cancer. He was 79. He was best known for his role as Lamont Sanford on the hit 1970s sitcom Sanford and Son, alongside comedian Red Fox. Wilson was also a U.S. Army veteran who served during the Vietnam War and was wounded in combat. Marquess, 1947-2026. Baseball coach Mark Marquess died on January 30, 2026, at the age of 78. He served as head coach of Sanford University's baseball team for 41 years, leading the Cardinals to back-to-back College World Series championships in the 1980s. Marquess is remembered as a legendary mentor, three-time NCAA Coach of the Year, and a member of the Stanford Athletics Hall of Fame. Billy Bass Nelson, 1950-2026. Musician Billy Bass Nelson died on January 31, 2026, at the age of 75. He was the original bass guitarist for Funkadelic and contributed vocals to tracks such as Good Old Music and Friday Night. August 14th. Nelson is remembered as a rock and roll Hall of Fame member whose work helped shape the sound of funk music. Parthenon Huxley, 1955-2026. Musician Parthenon Huxley died on January 30, 2026, at the age of 70. He was best known for his work with Electric Light Orchestra Part 2 and The Orchestra, contributing guitar and vocals. Huxley is also remembered for his respected solo career in power pop. Chuck Negron, 1942-2026. Singer and songwriter Chuck Negron died on February 2, 2026, at his home in Los Angeles. He was 83 years old. He was a founding member of Three Dog Night, providing lead vocals on classics such as Joy to the World, One, and An Old-Fashioned Love Song. Negron is remembered as one of the most recognizable voices of 1970s rock. James Sallis, 1944-2026. Author James Sallis died on January 27, 2026, after a long illness, at the age of 81. He was best known for his novel Drive, later adapted into the acclaimed film starring Ryan Gosling. Sallis is also remembered for his Lou Griffin detective series and his lasting influence on modern noir fiction. Brian Loren, 1966-2026. Singer and songwriter Brian Loren died in January 2026 at the age of 59. He collaborated with Michael Jackson on the album Dangerous and co-wrote the hit Do the Bartman from The Simpsons. Loren is also remembered for his solo work, including Lollipop Love. Ron Kennelly, 1944-2026. Gospel singer and worship leader. Ron Kennelly died on February 3, 2026, at the age of 81. He was beloved for worship songs such as Ancient of Days and Anointing Fall on Me. Kennelly was also a U.S. Air Force veteran and a former worship leader at Jubilee Christian Center in San Jose, California. John Virgo, 1946-2026. Snooker champion and commentator. John Virgo died on February 2026 in Spain at the age of 79. He was a UK snooker champion, a World Snooker Hall of Fame member, and a longtime BBC commentator. Virgo is also remembered as co-host of the popular BBC game show Big Break. Lamonte McLemore, singer and photographer. Lamonte McLemore died on February 3, 2026, at his home in Las Vegas at the age of 90. He was a founding member of the Fifth Dimension, singing bass on hits like Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In. McLemore was also a respected photographer for Jet and Ebony magazines and a U.S. Navy veteran. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Today They Left. Follow Today They Left on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to Today They Left for weekly updates on recent deaths in the news.